going to do a quick review over this Husqvarna TC250R that I've purchased only a few months ago, and I've only had my first ride today with it. It's a 250 4-stroke. Now, I come from the era of 2-strokes, and the last time I've been on a motocross track was about 15 years ago, so for me getting onto a 4-stroke is quite a novelty when it comes to motocross, obviously, and enduros. And I have to really say I am pleasantly surprised at how good these 250 4-strokes really are. I was quite concerned. I thought it would have been underpowered and all that. Instead, I've got to say, this thing flies. It really does. And it's very user friendly. It's got a lot of bottom to mid-range torque, so you can put it in even if you're in the wrong gear. It'll get you out of trouble, and you don't really have to use the clutch that much if you're inexperienced and all that. So it's a good bike for novices with a little bit of experience to the intermediate rider as well. It's a great bike, and obviously in the right hands of people who know how they're riding, how to ride it. It's got the power and the competitiveness to sort of get the business done if you have to go racing with it. Now, this is the last of the Italian-built Husqvarnas, which was built by Cagiva in Varese. They ceased production at the end of 2013. This is one of those. It's badged as a 2014, and it's you won't find these at the dealers anymore as a brand new bike anymore, unless there's someone who's got some old stock ex-Novo, but otherwise you'll find them second hand. What have I done to the bike? I haven't done really nothing to it. The only thing I've added to it is an hour meter here, as you can see, which is very important for a bike like this for its maintenance. That's an hour meter there. Can you see that? Here?
I missed. Hang on.
Right, that's the hour meter there, and it acts as a rev counter as well when the engine is switched on. So when it's switched off, you see how many hours. 2.9 hours. When it's switched on, instead you can see the revolutions of the engine, so it's quite good. It's quite, not that you're really looking down at the revs when you're riding for sure, but it's just that it's an extra feature. What else I've done to it? Nothing else. What I've done some holes onto the fender there just to get more flow onto the radiators. Here in Australia it's quite hot, so to get as much flow to the radiators is always beneficial. And I've added these Acerbis hand protectors there, mostly just for debris flying onto your hands and stuff like that, not really for if you're falling over. And that's pretty much it really. The rest of the bike is totally original. I've done nothing to it. I haven't played with the suspension, the sag at the back, nothing at all. These last motorcycles, the very last production bikes, came with the full titanium Akrapovic exhaust system. It sounds really good. I'll switch it on later on. It's got fuel injection system here, which is built by Keining, Japanese. Works very well. It really is a very responsive throttle, very responsive. Obviously, the brakes have been the Brembos back and front. I'm not too sure who actually does the forks actually, because I know that they changed them the last year or so. And the rear suspension, I think they are Japanese. They used to be Marzocchi's. And that's pretty much it. I mean, in a nutshell, it's a great bike. Unfortunately, you can't get these brand new anymore. However, if you are a fan of the Italian-built Cagivas, or Husqvarnas as they're being labelled for the last 25 years, the factory in Varese where these motorcycles were built was closed down at the end of 2013 by the new owner of KTM, who's bought the badge, the Husqvarna badge. So the new Husqvarnas that you see in the dealers from 2014 or 2015 on and nothing more than just rebadged KTMs. However, the factory has restarted production, has re-employed their old employees, engineers and all that, and now they have restarted reproducing under the name of SWM motorcycles. For the older folks out there who were riding in the 70s and 80s, they would recognise the SWM label as a really good Italian motorcycle brand at the time. They've reacquired the name, SWM rights, and now they're reproducing this very motorcycle here under the label of SWM. So if you're interested, go and Google it out, SWM motorcycles, and you'll see the new production of these bikes here. At the moment, I think they're just doing enduros and super motards, but obviously they will, you know, involve even motocross and all that. So yeah, in a nutshell, I've got to say, I mean, I've been riding these Italian Husqvarnas for some years back in the time, mostly two strokes, you know, the 360 WR and the 125 WRs and stuff like that, and I've always found them to be fantastic motorcycles and competitive and reliable. However, now that's in an era gone by. Now I have to say I'm really happy that I bought this last of the Italian 250s, and I have to say, for older folks like me, who I'm not fast anymore like I used to be, and I can't afford to get hurt as well, and a bit more wiser, the 250 is all you need. I mean, I wouldn't want to get a 450 just to end up sort of nursing the throttle around. This thing here, you can open it up, and it's got the amount of power that you really need. Yeah, so in a nutshell, I've got to say, it's a great bike. You won't find these brand new anymore. If you do want these kind of bikes, look at SWM now. Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching this video. I will start it up as well, so you can hear the noise and all that. And you can check me out on the Motor Guzzler channel. I've got other motorcycle videos, other mechanical videos, and other topics as well. So thanks for watching. I'll start it off for you. Okay, thank you very much, and I will wash it right now. Tear it apart and wash it. Thanks from Melbourne, Australia. Check me out on the Motor Guzzler channel.